Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing some Boros, but we're going to be doing it with the help of some tokens, and I really wanted an excuse to play Windcrag Siege, because I hadn't played it since like week 1, I think, when the set came out, so I figured this is as good a time as any. I just hope it has all the right tools to fight all the metagame stuff, but we're about to find out. So in a lot of ways, this is going to look like the previous Caretaker's Talents deck that you've seen, just with a few small minor updates. But we do have some carrot cake, some ways to gain life, some ways to make some tokens, clay-fired bricks, more life gain here. This is kind of how we're going to buy enough time against these hyper aggro decks to get where we want to go. We do have some get loss, which is pretty big, and you kind of want to save these for either the flying creatures or, you know, against mono blacks, say like the demons and stuff like that. High Noon. This is another way to shut down those Is It aggro decks, so of course we're going to play it. Rest in Peace. I kind of hate playing this card in some ways, but at the same time, you kind of need it against some of the graveyard decks. However, I would say that I'm going to, throughout these games, keep an eye on if it's better to play the Vacuum instead of playing Rest in Peace, but we'll see. Caretaker's Talent. We were just talking about this, but yeah, you have something that makes a token, and then you get to draw a card. Obviously, you can copy tokens, and then you can make all your tokens bigger, which will probably be how we win most of our games. Then we have Temporary Lockdown, just to get rid of all the small things, which is fine. Again, dealing with the aggro decks. And then we have some Urabrass Forge. This tends to be one of the better cards against the mono black decks, because they don't really have a good way to get rid of this. So you can end games with this more often than you think. And then Windcrag Siege. Now, generally, it does have two sides. The first one is if a creature attacking would cause ability to trigger, it triggers an additional time. We're not going to have that, really. We want to choose Jeskai, where at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to create a 1/1 Red Goblin creature token. It has haste and lifelink, which is good if we've already pumped up a Caretaker's Talent, because we get to hit with bigger creature and gain more life. But if nothing else, we're getting a creature every turn and hopefully getting to draw a card. In United Battlefront, hopefully, after looking at 7 cards off top of our deck, we can get some combination of the cards that we want to create tokens and keep things going. And then, of course, because we're making lots of tokens, why would we not want an Elspeth Stormslayer? Because this might be the best card in the whole damn set, honestly, at this point. But yeah, that's the deck. As always, be sure to watch as much as you can, because it really helps the channel. Then at the end, if you want to play this, we'll have a link that takes you over to Moxfield so you can download this. They are a channel sponsor, as is Tales of Adventure. You should check them out if you want to save some money on this upcoming set of Final Fantasy. You can use my code DRAGON, it's DRAGN, it'll save you 5%, and you'll be supporting the channel. And if you're going to be at MagicCon Vegas, let them know, and they'll just deliver it to the show. You can just pick it up. That way you don't have to put it through the mail. But for now, let's go see what we can do with all these Boros tokens. Alright, we got to keep it. It's got kind of a nice spread of the spells we want to try to cast. Oh, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to really lean on Temporary Lockdown here, huh? Oh, absolutely going to have to lean on Lockdown here. Pass the turn. I kind of still want to just outright kill the Skrelv's Hive. Well, there's 2 of them now, never mind. If they just have a way to get rid of our lockdown, then so be it. Because just not worth it otherwise. Alright. This at least slows things down, if nothing else. And then we can start getting our token maker, hopefully. Alright, that'll be good later. And then we'll go ahead and United Battlefront next turn and see where that leaves us. Alright. That's the thing. So they were just going all in on the token plan here. Interesting. Well then, I don't think we necessarily want a Sunfall here, so let's just do this. Caretaker's Talent in this thing. I don't think High Noon matters when your opponent's hellbent. Yeah, you know, I would like to have another lifelink duder. I mean, we were going to get a card anyway for the turn, but man, we have drawn lots and lots. Oh, they only get the lifelink till end of turn. Ah, well. Okay, cool, cool. I've totally forgot. The token itself does not have lifelink and haste. It just gets the traits of lifelink and haste until end of turn. I mean, I'm planning on Sunfalling anyway. So, sure. Or I could lock down. So that's not significantly better, is it? Lockdown still leaves up Get Lost. I mean, I guess. Sure. And then I can just Get Lost the enchantment. Don't do it, opponent. This doesn't target. Don't. There. Oh. Oh. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, opponent. Why? Why would you do that? I always feel bad for opponents when they do stuff like that. Well, things being what they are now. Let's, go ahead. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's try it. Seeing a lot of red decks today on the ladder. Let's... I guess we'll do this. I mean, this... I don't know. This could just be a goblin deck, too. Yep, looks like it might be just a goblin deck. Let's just pass. I don't know if they have a bunch of 1-mana things that they kept just because. But let's see how this works out for us. Alright, I'll bite. Oh, they literally have nothing. Like, this is bad, opponent. Wow. That was completely unexpected. Okay, well, we'll just do this. I mean, in reality, you should do this first, so when you play your planes, they don't know you have another one. But yeah, that's a nothing burger of a game. Alrighty, let's keep it. Yeah, I gotta tell you, sometimes it's harder to record and make videos than y'all think. Like, this video has actually had a pile of issues. I had, like, some tech stuff, and, like, a piece of software wasn't working. Like, it was a whole mess of stuff happening. Alright, we'll do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to... this is good, but I'm putting it on the bottom. I think I'm just going to try to block, make a carrot cake token, you know, do that song and dance for a little bit. See if I can get the opponent to commit a couple more things before we temporarily lock down. No need to get greedy here. That's what you want to see. Maybe you got one more thing you want to play, opponent. They said, nah, they're good. I mean, they could have a rage or something here. Who knows? I do need a land. I mean, opponent, we're going to block that one. You could have spent your mana elsewhere. So this puts me in a little bit of a weird spot because playing a lockdown here is nice, but I think I'm just going to do this and see if I can... Well, oh my goodness. Kind of glad I did it because this would have been terrible for a set of next 7 cards. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. I mean, at least we get a little life off of it. We can go get a land, but man... That, wow, that is terrible. That's about as bad as United Battlefront can be for us. Like, it's pretty terrible. Okay, this one to keep us from gaining life. That's fair. But yeah, that's crazy. Alright, what are we looking at doing here? Play this. Get rid of a couple duders. I mean, I guess we high noon? Mostly because, like, if we absolutely have to, I mean, I could just hit a Screaming Nemesis for 5. Oh, they had a second Screaming Nemesis. Alright, so we just gotta draw Sunfall here. And sadly, we know one of them's on the bottom of the library. So yeah, that's nothing. Like, that hit on the Battlefront was terrible. We can't do anything with this. Mulligan that. Like, that aim was terrible. Keep this, and we'll just hope to not get duressed, I guess. But there's a lot of those floating around these days. Well, Authority of the Councils doesn't really matter that much to us, I suppose. Let's see what type of deck they are. Are they like mono white control, or are they like a life gain deck? Or neither. Okay. I guess these temporary lockdowns are not going to do a whole lot this game, I suppose. Here's what's wild. We could play a lockdown just to remove those, and then during their end step, kill our own lockdown since these don't matter, really. I was going to say just to try to draw a card from the Get Lost tokens, but never mind. That plan's out the door now. Alright. Caretaker's Talent and this little guy, sure. Stock up. Probably looking for something else to get rid of our Caretaker's Talent, which would be totally reasonable. Alright, get us a card. Carrot Cake and another talent. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like we're supposed to do this while we have a chance. And do I copy to just draw here? Probably. I mean, opponent gets life, but we don't really care. I mean, we're going to have to play the long game to win this anyway. Sure, I'll bite. Try to grow a token. Okay, that didn't do anything anyway. Alright, 2 cards. I mean, this game might go long enough that we could end up decking ourselves. Like, that is a real thing. Oh my gosh, so many cards. Alright. I guess I'll just level this one. Kind of a why not sort of situation. I'm going to do this, but I'm actually just going to copy this. Because I have a feeling they're just going to sweep the board or something next turn. They're not going to let us keep attacking for 9 anyway. Yep, that's what I thought. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm literally considering the fact that we may have to kill one of our own Caretaker's Talents at some point. Because cards will go very quickly. Alright, let's go ahead and lock down. And then I'll just level this up. And discard a card. I guess it will be... Geez, a mountain here? Sure. I gotta be careful, though, legitly. Like, this is gonna be a lot of cards over a couple turns. Now, the fun part is we're making 5/5s now. Oh, well, we're only gonna be making 3/3s. Because they're gonna get rid of one of the talents, I'd imagine. Oh, you want those back? Yeah, sure, I guess. Thanks for more cards? Oh, geez. Okay, well, this is a thing that happens. Oh, gosh. This is insane. We're getting 3 cards a turn minimum. Alright, well, let's lock down here. I mean, if that's their game plan, let's make them stick to it, I guess. Play this tapped, play this. Get a 5/5. And we've already drawn cards for the turn, so we ain't got to worry about that. I don't even know, like, is Sunfall even worth anything here? I'm just going to get rid of that. Alright. We get 3 more cards this turn. Opponent has to have counters or something here, right? Let's at least try this. I mean, it's a 5/5, so, you know, it's not nothing. Alright, so they're going to 3 steps ahead. That can resolve. And then I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cast Elspeth. And we're going to 0. Just basically put them in a blender here where you have to deal with these tokens every turn. Or get rid of... Yeah, exactly. Like, that's fine. We're just going to run it back, do it again. And those duders have haste. Yep. Alright, cool. Ew. We're going to mulligan that. Might have been a mistake. At least I had access to 4 land with the other one. Now we gotta do it the hard way. Alright, well that helps. Yep, to the bottom with you. We go attacking. Oh boy, why do I feel like they're just playing a counter here? Let's test the waters. Sure. And I could have done that, obviously, pre-combat, try to get another token in there, but I was thinking I might do something else, and I just wanted to, like, feel out the opponent there. Now, though, with the opponent tapped out, we have a real decision to make here. Do we just Battlefront and try to hit something good? Or, I think we do this now. Just guarantee we get the thing. Oh, Arena, why did you tap like that? We don't even have a red card in hand. Like, for real? Like, sometimes I get it. Like, Auto Tapper tries to save you some life points here, there, whatever. I understand. But this is terrible. Like, this was egregious. We could have had 2 tokens out there and a bonus card in hand. But no. That's not a thing now. Yeah, let's play this. Get a card. Another Caretaker's Talent. That's kind of nice. No attacks, obviously. Let's go ahead and play this. We don't really need another land here. We're fine. So I have a feeling they're just playing heavy control here with counters and removal and whatnot. So hopefully we can outrace them with a Caretaker's Talent somewhere along the way. Nope, we're not going to be able to. That's sad. Yeah, I'm just not going to block here. I'm going to assume that this Caretaker's Talent's not going to resolve. And we'll just have to figure out another plan. Well, we have 6 mana, so if this doesn't work, we'll just play another Urbrass Forge, I guess. Because I assume this is like negate or something. Yeah, that resolves. You got it. Sure. Eventually, we will be able to outrace them. Because we can make tokens to block with in the meantime, gain some life, you know, that whole thing. But it's going to be a long game of this. So strap in. Well, there goes a Sunfall that we would get, but we do get to replace it, because they're not going to let us keep Sunfall here with them tapped down to 1. That would be foolish. Like, there's 0 chance you're letting us keep this. Unless, I guess, maybe they have... Okay, that's cool, too. I would say maybe they could have had, like, Spell Snare or something. Yeah, now we start blocking. We're at that point. Problem is, this is going to slow things way down for us. Especially if we're drawing like that. But we can at least, like, block, sack a token, yada, 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 if we wanted to. Alright, play that taps. I think for now, I'm just going to end the turn. Because if they are playing, like, Oil Deep Gear Hulks or some other discard spells or something, I don't want to draw a card to just lose it here. That's just not efficient for anything. Just a waste of time. Alright, well, we're going to have to do this anyway then. Actually, as much as I want a card, yeah, I'm wondering if I want a card. You know what? Let's just let it get bounced. I'm just going to take the 3 life and make a token and block here. I think that's where we're at. Again, I just don't think it was worth it to just have an extra card in hand that's likely going to get stripped or something. And we'll be making multiple blockers over the next 2 turns, so like this is fine. Keep our life total at least somewhat reasonable. And we get a couple of points of life, we get rid of a land, so that was good. Want to kill a token? Sure. So they just had creature removal just burning a hole in their pocket here. That's fine. Oh man, we did not need more land. That's brutal. Alright, the good news is we do start catching up on dealing damage this way, which is nice. I guess I could have attacked with the 1/1 and got a little more life out of it, but... Let's go ahead and do this. End the turn. We can also just look at other cards, too. That's the other thing. Yeah, let's... Whoa, 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 no, no! I tapped the wrong thing! Ugh. We were gonna draw a card instead there. Gosh dang it. Silly misclick. It's just the difference in everything. Alright. Don't need that here. Alright, neither of those is super helpful. Alright, we're at 9. Though drawing into a Sunfall would... Oh my gosh! This is terrible. This is just brutal. Well, I'll sack one of these things since I didn't get my card last time. You know... We could do worse. I mean, if we're alive, there's a real chance we're not. But if we were to be alive, we could kill a Gear Hulk or their land with a High Noon activation. Alright, looks like we're going to 1. Alright. And still looking for a Sunfall, which did not get removed. That maybe helps us? I don't know. I mean, we can make a blocker. So that's something to keep in mind. Well, I already played a spell for the turn, so that's no good. Attack with those. Copy the 6/1. And the turn? Yeah, I mean, I could have pumped here and just made bigger blockers, but if they have removal, it's not going to matter that much. Okay, that's the good news. Do they have another removal spell? Looks like they might just be holding counters. Oh, wait, I can't target this because I have to pay the ward on it. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, GG's. Ah, man, that was just terrible. Too many blanks. Too many blanks. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna mulligan. We're on the draw. Like, I gotta have some defense there. Oh, boy. Sure. I'm gonna be putting a lot of faith in this Battlefront that may not even get to resolve. Alright, well, on the plus side, I'm gonna assume they're just playing a bunch of removal spells. Though Liliana would be slightly annoying here. Okay, well, as good as Get Lost are in this matchup, I would like to draw a fourth land. You know what? I ain't even mad at giving up a card to this guy. Especially considering the situation we're in. Oh, and of course it's a tapped land. Golly. Alright. Come on, hit something. Good. Please. You know what? Against this deck, I'm just going to go double Urbrass Forge, and we're just going to be on a triple Forge plan against the mono black deck. I feel like that's a good way to deal with them. Makes their removal not great. You know, if they're playing more of the Regent, they don't really get to do much. Sure. I don't even know if High Noon matters here. We're just going triple Forge. You got to get wins how you can get them. I mean, you'll use removal sooner or later here. Exactly. Okay. Even if they have the room that makes the demon, we could either kill the demon or kill the room, which is also fine here. Yeah, High Noon goes away. Though I could use it for finishing damage, but we didn't have 5 lands anyway yet. Thank you, it's about time. Alright. Okay, cool, that works. Ooh. I'm gonna mulligan that. And now I have Clay Fire Bricks with too much mana in hand. We're gonna get rid of the planes. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say, no duress, please and thanks. Is this one of those games where we're gonna need to find a temporary lockdown? Quite possibly. Ah. That's a cool use there of the Squire. Alright, let's just be mana efficient here and try to keep this going. I mean, we have access to 5 mana, so we can basically cast everything in the deck at this point. We just gotta find the right cards. Percussionist, sure. Get you a big Squire. Well, now a lockdown would just be superb. That would just be the best thing ever. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Don't need that. Alright. This is tough because I have to risk them spending some mana for their turn to play Squire and such here. But they could also protect the Squire, so kind of hoping for that to not be the case. They might just be getting greedy here and make Squire as big as possible. Especially if they have a Sheltered by Ghost or something here. Alright, they're making the 1/1. I don't know if this means they have something to protect or not. So I'm going to go to block. They're not raging. Alright, well let's just see. If you have it, you have it. Ooh, they didn't. Alright, we got lucky. We are only at 10, and I'm sure they have a multitude of ways we could die here. So I'm going to... Oh, I tried to put a stop during my upkeep so we could scry. Oh. That sucks. That sucks. Well, damn it. I guess this is what we do here. But, I mean, if they have anything that pumps their team here, we're in trouble. I will set my stop now. Not that it will likely matter. But we're only at 10. Yeah. That should get you real close. Alright, let's go ahead and gain us some life. Don't need that. So now a stop doesn't do anything to our, because we cracked that now. Just block that. Take 8. Alright, Sunfall or temporary lockdown here. Kind of has to be it, right? Because anything else, we just die. I mean, yeah, because we don't have the mana to crack that. Yeah, that's it. We just didn't draw anything. Ugh, rough. Sure. I mean, like, every hand, I'm just like, I guess. It's a weird deck because no hands feel particularly good or exciting at this point, which is just such a weird thing. Because I feel like if you're going to play a deck, you should at least have some hands you draw that you're excited about, or like know that there's some matchups that are really good for you, whatever. I just don't feel that so much, really. Alright, let's go ahead, try to save ourselves some headaches, at least for a turn or two. And then even if that dies, we could clay fired into a land to play the Sunfall. And a doll maker shop. Huh. Well, what are we looking to do here? Like, I guess we would play this? Pass the turn? Like, I don't really know, because part of me is like, well, what if we just play Elspeth and make a couple of bodies? Like, is that good enough? Feels like the answer is kind of maybe. Like, could be. It's like, we Elspeth, make 2 bodies. Elspeth would be, what, a 6? You're not going to kill her that way. Alright, I think we're good for at least one more turn here. We're fine. Oh, and another lockdown. Well, that's nice. That makes life a lot easier. Ooh, and what's sick is we can get rid of that room before they're able to turn it... oh, well... then there's that. Well, opponent, that doesn't get you another body. So this is interesting. Like, I think we get rid of everything and just minus Elspeth to kill the angel. And I don't think she dies to that or anything. I think we're okay. I think we're okay if we do that. Oh, actually, we'll be fine anyway, because we can play Caretaker's Talent after the fact. So that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Off this. Then we'll play a land, play Caretaker's Talent. Or not Caretaker, we get a card from the Caretaker's Talent. Don't need that. Okay, that's probably... let's just level up. Why not? We have 16 life. Oh, so now if we make tokens, they get things. Cute. I do like combo. I've played them in a couple of lists myself. What do we do here? Combo's kind of annoying. I don't know how much I care about it, though, you know? How do we feel about you having a combo? Actually, combo really does make our situation kind of ugly. Not a fan. You know what? It's gross, but I think I am just going to do this. I think I'm into it. Yeah, that works for me. And then we'll just do this. An opponent can have some life. We don't care. Like, that's fine. It's all not going to matter once we start giving everything +1/+1s anyway. Yeah, sure, you got it, fam. Love to see it. Draw all the cards you want. Alright, we're just gonna give everything some bonuses so we can try to speed up the clock here. Get a land. Play a land. Should have activated these two guys first. That was a little bit silly. Alright. Activate this thing. And we're just gonna get in there. Yep, that would have been lethals. But it's alright. We're in pretty good shape regardless. They can't really draw a card here. They can't really afford to attack with their creature. Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna mulligan this. Like, that. Okay, maybe this does something. Oh no, we did not need another lockdown. Yeah, this feels bad. Like, now we're just gonna have to be walking into counters here. Wow, you didn't have a counter for that? What do you have? What blue-black deck genuinely just doesn't play anything for 4 turns? You want to flash something in and kill that? Like, I don't know. Oh, you're doing Reanimator things. That makes sense, I guess. Alright. Boy. Alright, I'll get these. We won't get a card immediately. We'll get it next turn. But I'm going to have to spend next turn killing whatever they reanimate here. The Atraxa, anyway. So we just have to hope they don't have another. What are in your 10 cards? Oh, there was another Zombify? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to have a hell of a time here. Though, if we could find a land, we could actually use Elspeth to get rid of some things. So it's not the end of the world. There are some real options there. Okay. So we could use Elspeth here, right? So let's try that. And then, fortunately, because we have a bunch of token makers with Elspeth, we have 2 get loss that we could use. So even if they play to get Valgavoth, we can kill Valgavoth, sacking a bunch of tokens. So that wouldn't be terrible. I mean, the temporary lockdowns are just worthless. Oh, I was about to say, there goes Elspeth. Alright, well, part of the plan got wrecked. Guess we need more token makers. That's one. High Noon is interesting. I don't know if it makes a big difference. But okay. What was it? 13. Huh. I don't know what they would get back here, but we're definitely playing this, no matter what. Sure, why not? And then I say we copy this. I mean, for all I know, they might sweep the board first before trying to get a creature back or something. I don't know. Alright. Here comes Valgavoth. Okay, we're gonna try. Sacking this, this. Hopefully no counter. Alright, what does that do it again next turn? Yeah, we knew that was a possibility, so we're not too shocked by that. Oh, but they had a get lost too. That's brutal. Alright. Well, we're doing what we can here. Play this first. Go to the attack step. Oh, is this lethal? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Nice! I was thinking we were going to be one short. Am I sure? Yes, I am sure. We're going to get rid of this, and this, and this. Wow. Okay. Oh, no, we are one short. Okay, so my math was right initially. Well, if we can get an untapped land, I guess we can High Noon and just shoot them for 5. Like, that's a thing. If not, we die. Alright. Untap land. This is what we need. Oh, no. They're probably holding a counter, aren't they? Yep, they were. Alright, so if they block 4, they go to 10, and we hit them for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that worth it? So they end up at 3 instead of 1. Nah, just no attacks. Because the opponent might still be incentivized to attack with Valgavoth here. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because if they have another reanimation spell, for sure they should do it. Fortunately, the only spell they got from us was Sunfall, and, like, Sunfall actually favors us, so we don't mind. Okay. Is this good enough? Oh, no, we're still one short if we do that. Why did I think we... Oh, because we need 7, not 6. Yeah, then I should have just played it last turn. All right, no attacks. The good news is if the opponent doesn't ever attack, they can't play any cards or anything, so sure. They're kind of in a weird personal lock here, because if they attack, they have to deal with all of our creatures. So they could attack us to go to 11. No, but then, okay, they're going to go for it. I don't know how they stay alive here. Well, they could block one token, so that at least keeps them alive, I guess. Or not. I forgot that they had to pay the 5. So while they would have been at 11, they go to 6. This is going to be a 6 and a 4. Even if they block one, they take 1 over, so they take 5, plus they die to the high noon. So, yeah. All right, well, I'll take that as a solid. Like, we survived 2 Valgavoths and an Atraxa and a couple of counters that tried to get rid of a Valgavoth on a return. So, can't complain too much about that. That's a fairly fine situation. Yeah, just so y'all know, I try to be real with y'all. I would not play this deck. It was probably the worst deck we've played in a couple of weeks. It's not, yeah, at least a couple of weeks. Here's the problem with the deck, though. It doesn't have any draws that you really like. A big chunk of your cards are worthless in different matchups, right? Because in some matchups, like the temporary lockdowns don't do anything. In some matchups, the rest in peace don't do anything. And then, like, you're hoping you hit the right cards on Battlefront, but then if the Battlefront misses, you kind of just feel bad. And honestly, I've seen this deck still popping up on the ladder, and I've managed to beat it with all types of weird decks that I was testing that haven't even made it to video because they weren't good. And I was also losing to a lot of things that were bad, that weren't good. So I'm just going to say, as a word to the wise, if you're playing this, please explain why. And this isn't me taking shots. I just want to know. And what are your actual good matchups? Because I felt like maybe mono black if I got the, Urbrass Forge and stuff. But otherwise, it just felt like I didn't have a single matchup that I thought was good. And we lost to a bunch of random things in a bunch of random situations. So yeah, I'm not feeling this one. This is one I was going to tell you. If you play it, proceed with caution. I think there's better just Boros decks, whether you want to play aggro, control, whatever, that are just better than this one. I think the best United Battlefront deck is probably just the Synthesizer deck. I'm not really feeling it in this one. But y'all let me know. Maybe y'all disagree. Maybe I just got a bunch of bad luck. It's always possible. But this is one I'm just not feeling. But hey, y'all know the drill. If you want to try it for yourself, link will be in the description. Otherwise, go save yourself some money with Tales of Adventure. Use my code DRAGON, DRAGN, save yourself some money. Also, if you want to get extra videos every week, we did one this week about prices on Final Fantasy and the upcoming standard rotation. We started talking about that. If you want those, become a member down below. Otherwise, just watch another video. It's free, and you watch it all the way through. It helps the channel. That's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.